Maury County Now is sponsored by First Farmers and Merchants Bank.
On this edition of Maury County Now, Jeff Dwyer, Assistant Director of Public Works, tells us about a free curbside recycling program for the citizens of Columbia. James Lund, President of the Downtown Business and Professionals Association, scares up some information about haunting in the district. Adam Southern is back to toss the pigskin for historic Maury County. And finally, we keep time with Steve and Kathy Fuston at the brand new exhibit in the Polk Presidential Hall. All this and more on this edition of Maury County Now. Hello, and welcome to Maury County Now, Columbia and Maury County's news show covering the events, ideas, groups, and happenings in and around Maury County. Recycling for Columbia residents will now be easier thanks to a program started by the City of Columbia. RecyColumbia is a brand new, free program for citizens who are looking to save the planet one recyclable product at a time. Assistant Director of Public Works Jeff Dwyer is here to talk about how you can learn more about this program and sign up today.
Hi, I'm Jeff Dwyer with the Columbia Public Works Department, and I want to talk to you today about our brand new recycling program we've just rolled out this week. We began our service this morning. It's a curbside service that is a bi-weekly basis. The service will be provided on the same day as your regular garbage pickup. This will help reduce confusion for residents as well as allow us to maintain our efficiency with our special needs program. We have staff that go out each day ahead of the truck on the routes, move containers to the curbside for special needs customers, and move them back to the homes each day on the backside of the route. We're very excited at Public Works about this service. We feel it's a very significant service to be providing for city residents, and we're proud to be a part of it as we feel it'll make a big difference for the city. The main goal, obviously, as with any recycling program, is to reduce the amount of waste sent to landfills and divert that waste away to be reused in more sustainable ways. Through the partnership with Marshall County Solid Waste as well as TDEC, we have jointly applied for a grant that was awarded to the city, and we utilized our portion of those grant funds to purchase a curbside automated truck, which we will be using for our recycling service. The recyclables do not need any type of sorting. It's a single bin. All materials go inside the single container with zero sorting required. The biggest issue with our new program versus the previous program is that we cannot handle glass. Due to the safety hazard involved with the sorting personnel who manually sort the material, we are unable to pick up glass at this time. Any types of containers, basically with a lid, plastic, anything plastic grades 1 through 7, we do not accept grocery bags or thin plastic film which gums up the sorting material. Any type of paper material, paperback books. We're not able to take hardback books at this time due to we don't have any means of separating the hardback covers from the pages. Any material that is recyclable other than glass, we do accept in a single bin. We currently have information posted on our website, columbiatn.com. There you'll find a recycling link in which any general information can be found, a list of frequently asked questions, as well as a tab to go on and actually sign up for the program. We have signed up and delivered approximately 500 carts. We currently have approximately 200 customers that have signed up for our waiting list, and those carts are on order. We anticipate they will be here before the first of the year, and we will get those carts out immediately and begin the service as soon as those come in.
Columbia's downtown is prepping for a frightful good time this Halloween. We spoke with James Lund, President of the Downtown Business and Professionals Association, about the association and how you and your ghost or goblin can participate.
The
Hi, I'm James Lund, owner of the Old Curiosity Bookshop and president of the Downtown Columbia Business and Professionals Association. We're here today to talk about the Business and Professionals Association and also the upcoming event Haunting in the District happening on Halloween night from 6 to 8 p.m. The Downtown Columbia Business and Professionals Association is a nonprofit organization whose purpose is to promote growth in our downtown business district through strategic marketing. Membership in the association is open to all businesses that operate in the downtown district. In 2014, we will be focusing heavily on print media and social media marketing of our retail shops, restaurants, museums, and historic attractions in order to show locals and tourists that our beautiful downtown, all that our beautiful downtown Columbia has to offer. The boundaries at this point are to the east, the river. To the west is out West 7th where Trotwood and 7th split. Also the railroad bridge to the south and the river bridge on 31 to the north. The number of businesses that are in the association as of right now are about 30 to 35 businesses that are currently in the association. And those make up professionals, retails, restaurants, and museums. We'd like to invite everyone to bring your children ages 1 to 13 down to the square on Halloween night from 6 to 8 for the Downtown Columbia's Haunting in the District, hosted by the downtown businesses and sponsored by Bosselman Enterprises. The courthouse square will be blocked off to the children so they can trick-or-treat in a safe, fun, family-friendly environment with dozens of businesses, churches, and community organizations giving out candy to the 1,500 to 2,000 children that we expect to attend. We'll also have a bounce house, obstacle course, and great music. So come on down to the square on Halloween from 6 to 8 p.m. for Haunting in the District. You can find out more information about the Downtown Columbia Business and Professionals Association and Haunting in the District and all the other events that are taking place downtown this year by going to facebook.com/Downtown Columbia BPA.
We'll be back with more Maury County Now after this.
Maury County Now is sponsored by First Farmers and Merchants Bank.
We're back with more Maury County Now on PowerNet 13.
It's football time in Tennessee, and you know what that means. Here's Adam Southern to bring us into overtime with another edition of Historic Maury County.
Hello, I'm Adam Southern, and this is another edition of Historic Maury County. And today we're going to talk about football in Maury County because everybody knows what time it is. It is football time in Tennessee. And let's talk a little bit about some of the people behind the scenes, not the players on the field, because we'll get in trouble if we try to name off all of our local greats. We'll leave somebody out and hurt somebody's feelings. So let's just talk about a couple of people that were behind the scenes, so to say. Everybody knows Percy Priest's name. Hey, he was born here in Maury County, went on to become very famous in the U.S. House of Representatives, became the majority whip, but he started out his career as a teacher at Culleoka. And while he was teaching there at Culleoka, one of his duties was to coach the baseball and football teams. And in 1925, he led the Culleoka football team in an undefeated season. They beat teams such as Pulaski, Hohenwald, Elkton, Franklin. Really, you know, this is big for Culleoka. Now they don't even have a football team. And the field they played on was really just a cow pasture. They put some lines on it, would get up there and run around in. So very remarkable because the team really was probably only 8 to 12 people strong and had guys out there playing defense and offense every play of the game. Another guy to talk about is Mr. Lindsey Nelson. Lindsey Nelson was born in Campbellsville, Tennessee, just to the south of Maury County, and he moved to Columbia when he was just 4 years old. And he became very famous in the sports world. He started his career writing sports for the Daily Herald, and from there he went to the University of Tennessee, got drafted into the Army, and came back after the war, and he started the Vol Network. He wanted to call it the Volunteer Network, but he went to General Neyland, and General Neyland said, I like Vol Network better. And of course, General Neyland always got his way. So it became the Vol Network, and that's what we know it as today when we're listening to the Vols on the radio. And from there, he went on and he became famous for the Mets. He became a very prominent sportscaster for them, also doing the Rose Bowl every year and several NFL games. And he was very famous for the jackets that he would wear. The jackets were always plaid and very loud colors, and it would clash with the early TV sets and cause distortion. And he said if he couldn't become famous for what he was saying, hey, he would give him something to look at on the screen anyway. So a very famous guy from Maury County. Central's football stadium's named after him. Lindsey Nelson Stadium, and also where the University of Tennessee plays baseball, their field is known as Lindsey Nelson Stadium. So started out here in Columbia. These are two of Maury County's greats in football. Come see us at the library and come in and pick up a book, Mad Maury, released in October, just in time for Halloween, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Some people collect baseball cards, others collect dolls, but the Fustons collect clocks. Keeping Time is the latest exhibit at the Polk Presidential Hall featuring clocks from the early 1800s as well as high-quality reproductions with storied past. Here's Kathy and Steve Fuston to tell us more about the exhibit and how Roy A. Fuston started the collection.
Welcome to the Polk Presidential Hall. I'm Kathy Fuston. I'm the Vice President of the Polk Memorial Association, and this is an exhibit called Keeping Time. It's a collection of clocks from 1790 to 1850 from our collection. My late father-in-law, Roy Fuston, collected clocks for over 60 years and amassed a collection of nearly 600 clocks. We have about 70 clocks here today that will run, this exhibit will run from today in October to March the 5th. So it will be here for 5 months, and we hope everyone will come and enjoy our clocks. Well, my father-in-law, Roy Fuston, was a jeweler and a watchmaker, and we have his watchmaker's desk and his watchmaker's license here with the exhibit. He loved clocks, and he had so many clocks we'd go to visit, and we would see new clocks every time we would go. And my husband Steve and I have added to the collection since it became ours, and we cherish all these clocks.
My father, Roy Allen Fuston, got an early interest while he was in high school in collecting, not really collecting, but working on clocks, and it was sort of a self-made trade that he developed, and he became quite good at it and learned a lot of things. Along about the early 60s, Dad was at an estate sale of one of his customers and bought his first clock, bought one of the clocks that he had worked on several times for this gentleman, and the bug bit him. And he went from there, and he started collecting clocks. He began to amass his collection, and you see about 5% of what he had when he passed away. And he had clocks from all over the world. So he just loved it. And not only did he have a good eye for quality, but he enjoyed working on them, and he always said that he enjoyed buying more than selling. Probably his favorites overall were the banjos that are displayed over on the other wall. And he had one in particular that was hanging in the living room. That's the one with his name on the bottom glass. If it wasn't that one, then it's probably the one that we're standing right here beside that he acquired, that is truly a one-of-a-kind clock that was custom made for a family.
Well, these clocks, they're different movements. Some are wagon spring clocks, very early woodworks clocks where the gears are made from hand-carved wood. We have also some reproduction clocks from Elmer Stennis that I had on the Antiques Roadshow last year in Atlanta. They have a very macabre history. Elmer Stennis murdered his wife, and then he became a victim of murder himself, but his clocks are very highly prized now. They're very wonderful reproductions of the early 1800s, late 1700s clocks. We have clocks from some of the very earliest makers, Chauncey Jerome, Eli Terry, and they're just gorgeous clocks. The painting on the glass is very beautiful. Each one is unique. You could just come by the Polk home and take a tour. I hope everyone enjoys the clocks as much as we do.
To find out more information about any of the topics covered on this edition of Maury County Now, or to find links about any of the stories we talked about, visit our website at maurycountynow.com and click on the show notes for more details. Thanks for watching Maury County Now. We'll see you next time.